It's finally here, guys. It's Realmathon. Ah, I'm so excited. So for Realmathon, I have decided to weekly reading vlog. I think you'll see this one, which will be from April 1st until the Friday, and then I'll do a weekend reading vlog for Weekend of Peace Talks, and then it'll just be weekly from then on. But that's what I think I have planned for you. So tonight is the kickoff sprints for Realmathon. It is actually March 31st still. Because I had so many UK hosts, I decided to do kickoff sprints at midnight BST time, which is British summertime. So that'll be at 5 p.m. for me on March 31st. So everyone gets to start early, which I thought was kind of fun. For this week, I decided who I was going to submit my points to based on an emoji poll on Twitter that no one had any idea about. So my phone's gonna die and this is not gonna be good. So I had an emoji poll with a strawberry, a teddy bear, a planet, and an orb, and those all had to do with different realms. So strawberry Iskana, teddy Serene, planet, Vale, and orb Calamus. Calamus won with the orb, so for this first week of Realmathon, my points are going to Calamus. From now on, it will be based on the prompt Toast to the Goddess, but because obviously no one could use that prompt before this week, I had to figure out a way to do it, and I thought a random emoji poll was kind of fun. So for this week, my points are going to Calamus, which then brings me up to my second emoji poll that I did, because for the entire month of Realmathon over on my Patreon, I will be giving random emoji polls for different things. So today I put a poll out. I put the eyeball emoji to attack Serene, the golfing emoji to attack Bale, and a couch to defend Calamus. And my patrons, without knowing it, picked the eyeball emoji, which I thought was quite funny because I literally texted Mel and Ryan. I asked them what they picked, and they both picked the eyeball, and I was like, Mel, good choice. Rye, not so good choice. So my first book of the readathon will be going to attack Serene. Now, I think... And if you want to vote in those, that's over on my Patreon. The second tier gets you access to voting powers. My first book, I think, is going to be Justice of Kings. I think that this is easy enough that I can read it, but I'm kind of undecided, and it could be The Bladed Faith, because I have an art copy of this and a finished copy. Thank you, Orbit, for sending me both of these, and I just want to read them both. But I'm unsure. I'm really unsure. I think it might be a on Sprint's decision what I'm reading. So it might not even be either of these. We're gonna see. We will see with time. I'm gonna go get snacks now, and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, if you're wondering what being my friend is like, it is saying, Cassidy, you should read this book you're probably gonna dislike, and me saying, okay, let me go buy it. Because somehow on Sprints tonight, I have picked up a Katie Robert book. And if you watched my BookTube bestie from a long time ago with Becca and the Books, I hated Desperate Measures. I'm a fantasy reader, but I have been convinced to pick up The Dragon's Bride, which is dragon smut. I like dragons. I was convinced. I am 30% in, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not the worst thing I've ever read. It's not that bad. That's your update for the week. That's it. Dragon smut.
The next day.
Hi, I figured it was time to update you because it's Monday. And I haven't updated you, I think, since Friday night when I picked up The Dragon's Bride. Let me tell you, I've read a lot since then, and I've not read a lot since then, all at once. So we needed an update, because before I picked up The Dragon's Bride, I had been talking to you about The Justice of Kings, which I read the first night of Realmathon, so Thursday night kickoff sprints for me. I got to page 64. I'm currently soft DNFing this until later on in the month. I have a live show for my Patreon. This is a bonus buddy read pick for the month. So I do actually need to read this, but the writing style just really wasn't doing it for me. And with the beginning of Realmathon, I really didn't want to slump, so I put that one down. Then I somehow went on to Sprints and got suckered into reading The Dragon's Bride by Katie Roberts. I don't remember what I said in the last clip, but essentially I've read a Katie Robert book before. I hated it. Worst book ever. I don't really actually read that much smut books. I'm trying to get into fantasy romance a little bit more, but it's still not my main any genre, and I like very specific ones. The Dragon Bride was one heck of a time. That's all I can say. It's 180 pages. I gave it 2 stars. For some reason, I have a feeling I'm gonna read more in the series because I am intrigued, and there was a really fascinating world happening in the Dragon Bride. But let's be honest, this book was all smut and a lot of different kinks, and there is 2 eggplants. That's all I gotta say on one dragon. So then I had also picked up The Fall, which is the prequel novella to Of Blood and Fire. I've obviously already read the first book of Blood and Fire, but I did pick up the prequel between 1 and 2, and I loved the prequel. The Fall was 5 stars. It was incredible. If you are wanting like typical dragon and human companion and like dragon riders, I absolutely adored that prequel novella, and the writing style was chef's kiss, and the writing style was my biggest complaint about Of Blood and Fire. This book was a bit of a letdown. I gave it 3 stars, but with the ending I did really think that this series could become something brilliant, and after reading The Fall, I 100% know it's going to be, because the writing style in The Fall was just incredible, and I loved it. In my review on Goodreads, I do say I don't understand how Cahill did it, but within 170 pages, I really cared about all of these characters, and fast-paced, it was so good. So I have since then picked up the second book in this series, but I'm reading it a little bit slower, and I wasn't really getting all of my attention, so I'm gonna be like slowly reading that, I think, this month, but there is that. Then I want another short books because I gotta get all the points for Calamus. So I picked up Extraordinary by V.E. Schwab because I figured I could finish this just in like 1 or 2 sprints. I felt like this graphic novel was a letdown. I've read the Vicious Vengeful duology that's becoming a trilogy, and I really enjoyed those books, but I just felt like this graphic novel was not necessary, and I don't really think it did anything else. I felt like it actually described for most of it the events of what happened in Vicious and Vengeful, and I just felt meh about it. I gave it 3 stars. The artwork in it is beautiful, and I did read it in literally 50 minutes, so that helped. But there we go. That was everything I've currently read. So now I'm currently on sprints on my channel. It's Monday with Maddie and Bex. And I have started Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. I am 96 pages into this. This is not necessarily, I feel like, what I expected. After reading Red Sister, it's definitely a lot darker, I feel like. I think I might need to do a reread of Red Sister, which is like gasping coming from me. I don't reread books ever. But I finally decided to pick up Prince of Thorns, and I clicked and I bought the next 2 in mass market paperback that are coming. But the reason I picked this up was because my Broken Binding special edition came, and this thing is stunning. Like, look. Beautiful. I don't own special editions, really. I own the illustrated Lord of the Rings editions, and then this, and that's it. And I just have to say, like, this thing is stunning, and I'm obsessed with it. So I figured I needed to actually read the book and hope that I like it. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. It is darker. There's a lot more swearing and gruesomeness already, I think, compared to the Book of the Ancestor trilogy, which, if you don't know, the Book of the Ancestor trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies. But I'm really excited to see where this is going. I actually really enjoy our main character, and I kind of enjoy that the way this is told. It's got 2 dual timelines going on. So we are following Jorg. So we are following our protagonist in the current timeline as well as the 4 years earlier to see what happened to get him with these bands of thieves and be ruling them. And I don't know, I'm actually really liking it. I think I'm gonna finish it today. It's quite a quick read. I'm on page 96 of like 300, so I think I'll get to it really quickly, and I hopefully will update you sooner rather than later this time, because I really flopped at weekly reading vlogs. I don't weekly reading vlog on my channel. I only do themed reading vlogs, but for Realmathon, with all the little sneaky tidbits I want to tell you, I just figured I needed to weekly vlog it. So here we are, and I'm failing at it, and yeah, but I'm at least getting all the points for my team. I will say, I think I ended up using The Fall for boosting Calamus's magic, but then I used the V.E. Schwab Extraordinary book for the negative points that my Patreons had voted for, negative against Serene. And I have no idea what I'm going to use this for. I might have to do another Patreon poll for this one, because I think this is going to have all the points because it's grimdark military fantasy. I have a feeling it's going to be a Casty fave if I decide to go increasing. That's all. There's my update. I'm loving this. Let's get back to reading. Hello, it's Wednesday. I finished Prince of Thorns last night. I finished it, completed it. I gave it 4 stars. I really just enjoy Mark Lawrence's writing. There's something about how he writes books that really calls to me, but I would not recommend this book to a lot of people. This book is, it is grimdark. It is gritty. It is a main character who you freaking hate half the time. Like, you're like, this is a terrible person. He has terrible thoughts about women, about people dying, about murder, about literally anything. Like, he has the most terrible, terrible, terrible thoughts in the entire book. The way his character is fleshed out to me is just so incredible, though, and I really enjoyed the story, and I did not actually see the ending coming, which that was fun. I definitely still love Red Sister more and will be recommending Red Sister to a lot more people than Prince of Thorns, but I think if you like a grittier story and like the darkness, then I would recommend Prince of Thorns. But for the average person, Red Sister has enough grimdark where it's still being appropriate for a wide audience that I would recommend this. But I gave this 4 stars, which I'm very happy because it means I will not regret my purchase of these special editions, and I really want to continue the series. I have the 2nd and 3rd book coming to me right now. They should be here by tomorrow, so I'll be able to continue. Yeah, so overall, good book, and it got me a lot of points for my team this week because I'm on Calamus, and grimdark, borderline military fantasy. It was a bit of a stretch in my opinion, but I still counted it, and I got some good points from this one. I don't remember what side I did. Whatever one has green on the cover, that's what I did. I think that's increasing. Because it would have worked for green or red. But so I'm having a wonderful reading week with a 5-star and a 4-star. Tonight, though, I am reading Bromance Book Club for the late night crew. You won't see an update from me because that book is being vlogged in a different vlog that is coming soon to my channel. It might actually already be out here. I have no time essence. My scheduling is just whatever's done first and can be uploaded, so we will see if you've already watched that video or if it is to come to you soon. But yeah, you won't get an update for Bromance Book Club because of that, but I will be using that for just whatever has the most points. I have a feeling I will also be increasing still. There's really that for this update. I'll talk to you most likely tomorrow because I have no other update for today with whatever I'm reading tomorrow. And tomorrow is the last day of the vlog-ish because Peace Talk starts and I need a Peace Talk. Wow, I barely vlogged in this. Is this even going to be entertaining? I'm so sorry. I'm so new to weekly vlogging. This is a mess. Chaos, 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 chaos. I'm about to do a haul and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit them all on my one shelf that's already full, but I realized it's Tuesday and not Wednesday. I'm a mess. Wow. It's Wednesday morning and I'm about to go work a little bit, but hi cat. I figured it just update you on what my plans are for the day. I took out the audiobook to the 2nd Prince of Thorns book, I think King of Thorns, and I'm going to listen to that all day. So that's my only plan while I work away and try and get a video uploaded and edit some photos, and then I have sprints on Marissa's channel tonight. So I will definitely be joining Marissa for those. And my weekly vlog really, really slacked. There was nothing interesting in this. I'll try to do better next week, for sure. I need some, like, B-roll or something. I have a pimple. It is Wednesday evening. I didn't make it that far into King of Thorns tonight. I'm about 30% in. I'm kind of feeling a little meh about it in terms of the fact that it's very, very similar to the first book. Kind of the same idea of our prince going on a very gruesome quest. I'm just kind of hoping for a little bit more overarching plot to come in, but again, I'm only 30% in, so there is a chance it will get there. And I do enjoy being with this character, which sounds so bad to say because he's not a good character. And there is a trigger warning for this book specifically. There is a very, very big animal cruelty scene that happens, and I was like gagging reading it. Like, it was not a fun time, but really adds to the characters' reasonings, and I don't know, I really like our main character. Like, I don't like him. Like, he's a terrible human being, but I enjoy this book because I enjoy his POV. And I do also like that this one is doing something a little bit different, having a bit of a diary in there, and it's stuck again to that 4 years earlier timeline, which I thought was really cool. Like, in the first book, we follow our prince, and then in current timeline, and then there's a 4 years earlier timeline. And so again with this one, we are following current timeline prince and a 4 years earlier timeline. And I liked that they stuck to the 4 too. Like, I don't know, that made my heart sing. Because my cat is crying upstairs. So nice. But other than that, nothing really happened. We were just on sprints, and I got some videos edited and uploaded for the week. And me, Mel, and Rye stayed up way too late in backstage just talking, which is really bad. We need to end our sprints earlier because we always end up talking for like an hour to 2 hours afterwards. And it's a really good time, but they have to go to bed. I'm now going to probably watch some of the home edit. I am been addicted to this show. I don't know why. I find an organization show so pleasing, and I think that I am not organized at all. I have a very everywhere creative brain. Like, I thrive in chaos and not organization. So I don't know why I find the show so pleasing, but here we are. That's what I'm going to do for the evening. Well, it's 10 p.m., so I'm going to do that for a couple hours and then go to bed and catch up with you in the morning. Sorry this vlog sucks. I need to do something entertaining. Sorry for the really bad lighting. I have sucked with this vlog. It is Thursday evening at 9 p.m. and I am currently going to my lake with my boyfriend, who looks like he's really struggling with this.
Oops. Hello, friends.
Have not updated you at all today. I'm going to do a better job of vlogging peace talks, and I think with peace talks I am going to tell you, this is focusing on my hand. I'm going to be telling you where my points are going. I decided that that would be better, so every time I read a book, I'm going to tell you if I attacked or increased and how much. Excuse this vlog for sucking. I do not a weekly reading vlog. My vlogs are only themed, so this was very difficult for me, but I think I have ideas to make it better for the next weeks, and I am going to be vlogging a weekend of peace talks by itself, because I think I'll read so many books. We are heading out to my lake currently for the weekend, so I'll be doing a weekend of peace talks out there, which will be really peaceful. And other than that, my update on King of Thorns, I'm not done it yet. I actually barely read today, even though I had Patreon sprints all day, but I am about 60% in, so I think I have 4 hours left in the audiobook. I am not liking this book the way I liked the first. I think this one will get 3 stars from me. Pretty much it's the exact same story we got in the first book. Like, exact same. And I just didn't need that. And then also, this book heavily reminds me of Half a King. I want to know which one was published first, because they are so similar. I feel like these two books. But one is definitely a lot darker. This one is a lot darker. And that's my update. I will try to remember to update you when I get to the lake, but no promises. Okay, focus on my bicep. Like, what is this doing? We're driving out there. My lake's only about an hour, 45 minutes away from my house, so it's really not a big deal. That's pretty much a drive to anywhere in a city like this, so the fact that we're just going out of town is nice, even though it's the same distance. I'll be better, I promise. I will be better. We have made it to the lake successfully. It's late. Wow, it took us a really long time to get out here. It's like 10:30. So we are setting up a bedroom, and we are just setting up a hanging TV so that we can watch One Piece all night. Well, so that I can watch One Piece all night and focus on me, not the mirror. So that I can watch One Piece all night and Nick can sleep. Haha. Success. You're supposed to be looking for an extension cord, not popping your pimples.
Wait, you tell me the code for the door when you got done vlogging.
It's the same as my house.
Okay, I thought so, but...
Send him to the wilderness. I will fill you in tomorrow with all the fun updates that you're all actually here for. And all of that jazz before this vlog ends. It is Friday at noon and I need to wrap this video up at some point, but I'm not gonna wrap it up quite yet because I dropped it. Because I am still hoping to finish King of Thorns today before Peace Talk starts and get to my last couple points in for Calamus. And that, I don't know. So I'll update you and give you the final result sneak peek at the end of this video in a couple hours still. That was a useless update, you're welcome. Okay, it is the end of the first week of Realmathon. Peace Talks is starting in 30 minutes. So I just wanted to thank everyone for joining me for this first week. I hope that you are loving it. And I wanted to, of course, tell you, drum roll please, who is in last place? Any guesses? Can you predict right now, down in the comments, who you think will be in last place? Currently in last place, we do have Iskana, but let me tell you, it is a closer game than you think. Like a real closer game than even I thought until I did the real stats for it. So it's a close game and I'm ready to see it change all month long. And thank you just so much for participating and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend of Peace Talks.